Hello, we're going to talk about how to divide decimals by a whole number today. Just a quick reminder. A divisor is a number that is being divided by. The dividend is the number that is being divided, and a quotient is the answer. So let's look at a quick chart. I'm sorry, it's kind of fuzzy, but step 1, you move the decimal to the right as many times as you need in the divisor to make it a whole number. When you're done with that, you're going to move the decimal and the dividend the same exact number of spaces. Step 3, you're going to move the decimal up into the answer, and then you're going to divide. So let me show you a couple of examples. We're going to look at this example right here. For number 1, I don't have any decimals in my divisor on today's lesson, so we're going to skip that first step. But step 2 is move it over in the answer, which I don't have to worry about because But step 3, you do need to do. You need to move the decimal up into the answer. So if I'm doing 20.7 divided by 9, I know that 9 times 2 is 18. 20 minus 18 gives me 2. At this point, I need to do step 2, which is I bring down the 7. And so how many times does 9 go into 7? 9 goes into 7 3 times. 3 times 9 is 27. 27 minus 27 is 0. And now I am done with this problem. One thing I forgot is you should always don't forget to estimate first. So if I'm looking at this, 7 into 22. Well, I know 7 goes into 21 3 times. So my answer will be 3 point something. So 3 times 7 is 21. 22 minus 21 is a 1. And I'm going to bring down my 6. How many times does 7 go into 16? 7 goes into 16 2 times. And this is the point that if I have my numbers labeled, I've got 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. And so if I'm looking at this, I know that 17 is the number that's less than or equal to 16, and that would be 2 times. So 2 times 7 is 14. 16 minus 14 will give me 2, and I'm going to bring down my 1. 7 goes into 21 evenly, so 7 goes into 21 3 times. 3 times 7 is 21. 21 minus 21 is 0, so I do not have a remainder at this point. Let's look at number 3. First, let me estimate. I know that 12 goes into 48 4 times, and 48 is a lot bigger than 44, and 12 goes into 36 3 times. So I know my answer is somewhere in the 3 point something range. It's between 3 and 4. So they gave me the first one. 3 times 12 is 36. 44 minus 36 is 8. Now I need to bring down my 4. 12 goes into 84. I don't know my 12 backs. At least I'm just saying that. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84. Oh, look, it goes in evenly. So it goes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. 7 times 12 is 84. 84 minus 84 is 0. Bring down my 0. 12 goes into 0 0 times, so my answer would be $3.70. Let's do a couple more examples. We're going to start with my estimating. So 11 goes into 93. Well, I know 11 goes into 88 8 times, and it goes into 99 9 times. So I know my answer is somewhere between 8 and 9. So 11 goes into 93 8 times. 8 times 11 is 88. 93 minus 88 is 5, and I'm going to bring down my 5. 11 goes into 55 5 times. 5 times 11 is 55. 55 minus 55 is 0, but I always have to add my decimal up to the top. And so my answer would be 8.5, which is actually right in the middle of 8 and 9. So my estimate was it was correct, and it was very close. Let's look at number 5. 30 into 1.5. Oh, that's tricky. I know that 3 goes into 15 5 times, right? 3 goes into 15 5 times. So I'm going to say 0.05 is around my average. So 30 does not go into 1. 30 doesn't go into 15. But 30 goes into 1.56 5 times. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 3 is 15. 1.56 minus 156 minus 150 is 6. I'm going to add another 0 and I'm going to drop it down. 30 goes into 60 2 times evenly. And so 2 times 30 is 60. 60 minus 60 is 0. So with this one right here, my answer would be 0.52. Let's look at one more. I have 8 into 41. I know 8 goes into 45 times. And then I need to add my extra 0 for my 2. So let's check. So I'm assuming my answer is going to be just probably a little over 50. But 8 goes into 45 times. 5 times 8 is 40. 41 minus 40 is 1. I'm going to bring down my 2 for 12. 8 goes into 12 one time. 1 times 8 is 8. 12 minus 8 is 4, and I'm going to bring down my 0. 8 goes into 45 times. 5 times 8 is 40. 40 minus 40 is 0, but guess what I forgot? I forgot to put my decimal point, and all I do with my decimal point is I move it directly up into the answer. So my answer would be 51.5. So when I say my answer, I was assuming it would be over 50, but around 50. I was right because my answer was 51.5. I always estimate because when I estimate, it gives me kind of an idea of where my answer should be. And it's a great way to make sure that your answers are close to where they should be. Let's look at an example. Destiny said that 0.6 divided by 2 equals 0.3. Is she correct? Why or why not? So I'm going to do 0.6 divided by 2. 2 does not go into 0. But 2 does go into 6. 2 goes into 6 3 times. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. And I moved my decimal point up. So guess what? Destiny was correct. She divided it correctly. If I had done this, 2 divided by 0.6, which is totally a different way to write the problem. One thing I noticed is if it says 0.6 divided by 2, I always put 0.6. And I say it the way, I write it the way I say it. So I say 0.6 divided by 2, because I always say the number inside the parenthesis, inside the division symbol first. And then the division symbol is divided by, and then the number outside of it goes second. So right here, this is one thing you haven't learned yet. And so we're going to skip this and say, that's probably not right. So, but with this one right here, yes, Destiny was correct. We are done with today's lesson. Good luck on your assignment. Do not forget to show your work. That's incredibly important. Good luck, and we'll see you in class.